Greetings and welcome to today's vlog. In fact, this will probably be the last vlog of 2021. The year has gone. What waits ahead, we don't know, do we? Let me show you a postcard. I've been sorting out some of my old postcards, or the ones I've collected over the period, and came across this one, which is titled The King Visiting Hospital in France. It's a picture of King George V visiting a hospital for the troops during World War One. Often, the most interesting thing about a postcard is not the picture on the front, but what's on the reverse, the message. And this is no exception. On the back, if you can see that written in pencil, is a message from somebody called Charlie. The postcard is franked 13th of July 1916. It's written to a Miss M. Mawson, who apparently was Charlie's sister. So I did a bit of research. So I wonder if I could find out who Charlie Mawson was. And interestingly, I discovered that there was a Charles Mawson from the Harrogate area, or Panel, a little village where his sister lived, who in February 1916 was called up to serve in the First World War, and he found himself in the trenches in the Somme, and that's one of the famous battle grounds during the First World War. And further on, I understand, or I've read, that between the 21st and the 24th of July that year, 1916, Charlie Mawson was killed in action. So he wrote this postcard was posted on the 13th of July. Within 2 weeks, Charlie had lost his life. A vivid reminder that we don't have to just be in wartime, but we just do not know what the future holds in that respect. We do not know how long our earthly life will live. And that put me in memory of a story that I read, which apparently is a true story. And let me just find it. It's about a man called Orville Kelly. He received news that he had a very aggressive cancer. He was given a maximum of 2 years to live. When he returned home from the hospital with his wife, they both sobbed deeply. They prayed about whether they should tell people or not. And they felt that they should have a party. So they invited all the people they really cared about and had a huge celebration. Now, of course, the guests didn't know at that time the reason for the party until Orville stood up and made a speech. And he said, "You may have wondered why I called you all together. Well, this is a cancer party. I've been told that I have terminal cancer. Then my wife and I realised we are all terminal. In other words, our earthly life will come to an end one day for all of us, sooner or later. So, says Orville, we've decided to start a new organisation. It's called M.T.C, Make Today Count. And you're all charter members." And the story goes, M.T.C as an organisation grew rapidly, and Orville, with a whole new appreciation for each day of the rest of his life, sped around the country telling people to make the most of what limited time they had. And the story finishes with a question: how will we make today count? Sometimes we don't like to talk about death. We don't like to talk about the end of our earthly lives. And if we are followers of Jesus, we know that death isn't the end. It's a doorway into a new life in the very presence of God. But that challenge is still so relevant and so real, isn't it? We can easily let days drift by. But if we choose to, we can enlist ourselves into the M.T.C community. Make today count. And as we move towards the end of this year and into a new year, let's all endeavour as much as we are able and in God's strength to make today count. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening today.